Officer, and she joins us now live. Kate, great to have you on. I want to talk about this tool and how it can possibly assist me in understanding what my carbon footprint is and, of course, how to reduce it.
Absolutely. So as you mentioned, what we're seeing is people are looking for sustainability on search like they never have. And a key area we're particularly seeing is around how to save fuel when driving. This has increased by about 60% just since the last year. And so here at Google, we have a great feature that we call eco-friendly routing in Maps. When you're using Maps to navigate to a restaurant or to a play date for your kids, you can type in your address and you'll see a green leaf next to one of the routes, and that's going to be the most fuel efficient route, even if it has a slightly longer time associated with it. And we estimate that this has already saved people about 500,000 metric tons of carbon emissions, which is the equivalent of taking about 100,000 fuel-based cars off the road. So we're seeing some good results already.
That's great. That sounds really interesting. So I don't really need to do much because there's certainly a level of, I think, fatigue when it comes to having to input data in an app or, engage into like, this is what I'm doing, so what do I need to do to diminish my carbon footprint? I mean, is this going to be sort of a natural move to, making my life easier, or do I need to input data? How will this actually work?
Yeah, it's all about being helpful is the approach that we're taking. So whether it's a feature right there for you in Google Maps, like what we were just describing with eco routes, or similarly, we're seeing a lot of interest in search in e-bikes and electric scooters. There as well in Maps, you can find where is the local e-bike or electric scooter going to be available to me so I can grab it while I'm on my way. We're also thinking about this for electric vehicles. A lot of people are thinking about buying an EV. When they come to Google search, they'll see helpful information so they can see an electric, how it compares to an internal combustion vehicle, and even look at where charging stations are near them. So we're really just trying to embed the helpful information that people are looking for in the experience they already have in places like search and Maps.
What I love about what you're doing is that you've been, noticing an uptick in searches relating to, sustainability, or people thinking very deeply about how to change their habits. To what extent have those searches, those metrics, that data impacted what you're offering at the moment?
Yeah, so I mean, we're very much being guided by what people are interested in. And so we've talked a lot about transportation. Another area where we see people are really interested in is how they can save energy at home. That search trend was at an all-time high last year. And what we also know is this is a really compelling way for people to save money. What the EPA tells us is that you can save about $50 a month, depending on where you are, by doing something like having a learning thermostat at home. At my house, we have a Nest learning thermostat, and we're using that, and we have great features like savings finder. So my daughter and I will go in there sometimes and see, hey, what else could we be doing? We could turn down the heat a little bit at night while we're sleeping. So that's another place where we're seeing a lot of interest from people, and we're trying to meet that demand with helpful things that they can do at home.
Kate Brandt, thank you so much. I'm excited to see how this is going to work. Great to have you on the show. Thank you so much.